Hey everyone, what's up? It's me, Matt from Diazable, and you know why you're here? Because you saw the Blink-182 thumbnail. That's right, new Blink-182 has just dropped and everything, and this is their new album review for One More Time from me, your boy, Matt Diazable. Thanks for coming on by. Now, I'm pretty sure you know who they are, but there are a few people who don't know who Blink are. So, with that being said, Blink is a band from California, a pop punk band to be precise, and they've been doing this for about 30 years now. And this is a big deal because this is the second time that their founding guitarist Tom DeLonge came back to the band after some severe life-changing things that have happened in the band, certain illnesses and like falling outs and everything. But they've broken up before, went on hiatus, and did some other stuff. But this is the first time or second time they've come back again. But this time they are really channeling a lot of great things here and everything. And everyone's really excited for this because a lot of people have grown up with this band, they've aged with this band, and this really hits home for a lot of people and everything. So let's get into this review of Blink-182's new album, One More Time. Anthem Part 3. Now, this song is really channeling that old Blink energy, and also it really is a continuation from Anthem 1 to this and everything because of how the intro starts off with the rolling drums and guitar strumming and everything. You automatically like think of like the second anthem, and you just think, oh, it's Blink, and you're getting excited for it, which then it moves into like a fast punk flow. And Tom's vocals, Mark's vocals sound really good here. The combined vocals really blend very nice and everything for this track, and the drums really carry and make this song really pop.
Even when you're gone, I'll tell them my religion's you. When punctures
Dance With Me. This is one of the lead singles for this album, and the bass really carries this song. I think it sounds really, really great. The tune sounds really nice, and it's very, very thick. And at the time when I first did a reaction to this, I didn't really get it, but it was pretty obvious. But they're very, what's the word I'm looking for? They're playing homage to their influences. One of their influences, the Ramones, especially with the chorus with the whole "Olays, Olay, Olays." At the time, I didn't really get it because I'm still getting into the Ramones, but now I understand it more and everything, and I appreciate this song a lot more. It's a fun blend of old and new school punk, I think, and it just sounds very fantastic with the mix and everything. Guitars are a little bit more pulled back here, so the bass can really be like up front, and the vocals can really get a chance to shine. One thing about the song too, it's very catchy. Like, I didn't realize how catchy it was until I've listened to it a couple times. Fell in Love. This is one of their other singles that came out, and I did a reaction to it. Not gonna lie, at the time, I wasn't really feeling it, but the placing of the song after that high energy dance song, Dance With Me and everything, it's very cute and just flows really well with the album, and I have a greater appreciation for it. The lyrics are very sweet. The bass has a strong and like dirty vibe to it. Tom and Mark's vocals sound great here, and the tambourine in the background really adds like some flavor to this song, and adds a touch of love to it. And I have a greater appreciation for this song. Terrified. The guitars here sound a little bit more rough and grimy, which is cool. The bass is very deep and heavy, nice. I didn't realize it, but after I listened to it, I was like, oh, that song reminded me of Boxcar Racer a bit. And then I checked out an interview about the band and everything. I think this is the song that they had saved away in the Boxcar Racer vault, and then they brought it back for this album and everything. So it's pretty little cool, like Easter egg there and everything. The chorus is really big, especially before the chorus. There's like a little drum line buildup with the drums. Guitar riffs are really tough and punk before the verse and everything. Lyrics on the chorus are not the best, I think, but they sound great. Like overall, the song itself sounds more amazing than the lyrics, if that makes sense. One More Time, and the name of the album. Going from a huge punk song like Terrified into this like acoustic slow song really helps the flow. Again, like the pacing sounds really good. The haunting piano keys really dig into the emotions, especially with the bells. What's the bell toll in the background and everything. Um, Tom and Mark really aren't doing much on this song, but it really works because they're letting like the words really cut through and get to you, and like the instruments are very low in the mix, so you can really feel like the emotions behind these lyrics and these words they're saying. Especially on the part when they says "I miss you," there's so much pain and joy in that like little like snippet of lyrics and everything. This is a very special song for everyone in and outside the band. I think it's probably the highlight of the album for me for sure. Amazing song. More Than You Know. Once again, I think the pacing on here is really good because like it goes from that high energy song, low energy, not low energy, but acoustic chill song, and then back into a more energetic song, but still has that like sadness and like good lyricism here. Hearing the single was really great, but like I said, as an album as a whole, listening to it, it sounds really good. Um, like there's some what was it? Soft playing in this song, then that crashes into like an upbeat frenzy, which is really cool. The vocals here, very solid and everything. Good performance from them. Guitar riffs after the chorus really hit hard with the lyrics going pretty good on this. They slow it down with some soft drums and then kick it back in towards the end and everything with a sweet drum roll. It's a very, very good song, and I see why they went with it being one of the singles. Turn This Off. This is like old Blink-182, and I think all the old Blink fans are really going to love it because it's a quick, short jab at people who suck. Very quick punk style playing, and it's like a 30-second song with like quick drums and funny ass lyrics. So with that being said, here's a small clip of Turn This Off. Yeah, I feel like I gotta play it a little bit.
If you're too sensitive, we'll turn this off. If you're offended by these words, then please fuck off. If you're an asshole with the dick, then that's something I can lick. Then maybe we can call ourselves partologists. When I first took you out to sushi.
That's pretty much half the song. But yeah, When We Were Young, very relatable lyrics. It's kind of a fun party anthem, I think. Simple guitar chugs, snappy drums, mild bass, sky-high vocals on the chorus, tight drumming here, and Tom's echoey and high-pitched vocals really help elevate the song, I think. Edging, the first single with the band all back together, came out, as I said, like a year ago. Now that I've listened to it many times and listened to it part of the album and everything, I want to say it's still pretty like it's more catchy than I thought. Especially with the Get the Rope and Don't You Know parts, like it gets you into like sing along and just like smile. Simple and loud drums. Guitars and bass are pulled back for the drums to be like the real lead of the song, I feel. And I guess that makes more sense since I found out Travis produced a lot of this album, so he's really putting himself front and center here. It's not the greatest song from Blink and everything, but it's a really well produced song, and I think it goes pretty the placing in the album, the track list and everything, it's pretty good. It flows pretty nicely. You Don't Know What You've Got. The first thing I noticed about this song was the bass. It sounded like they're reusing like the Adam song bass line and doing like a continuation for it. Sounds pretty cool. The snare rim playing that they're doing here sounds pretty snappy and cool. Lyrics very sad, very relatable. I think this is talking a lot about Mark's sickness before the band got back together and everything. But I will say Mark and Tom sound a little bit off when singing. Like the vocal performance is not the best here. Drums and guitar sound also kind of weird, like out of tune, like weirdly out of tune. Like the lyrics on this song are good, but the overall song performance doesn't seem like it's the best. Blink Wave. Get some like 80s style synths, like new wave synth here, and it makes sense with the name of the song, Blink Wave. Mark has some drowned out vocals, and then like the drumming here is pretty nice and pretty interesting to hear. Tom has also got some drowned out vocals. I think they're going for like a certain type of aesthetic and vibe for this song. The song kind of reminds me a little bit of that song Always from the self-titled. There's like some hints of it here and there. It's a fun but sad feeling song, but it really kind of like it builds up towards the end of the song, like, and it's like really fun to listen to. So here's a little clip of Blink Wave. Yeah, those synths are pretty cool. Bad News. This is a heartbreak song for sure. When you think it's going to be a bit of a soft song, they kind of go into more of a fast and incredible punk sound with the drumming and echoey guitars. I will say the chorus with the line, "No one has a happy ending," has a happy ending. It's a little harsh. Not everyone is that sad, and people do have happy endings. So I can't really like fully back those lyrics a little bit, even though I'm single and everything. Some people are gonna have happy endings. They just get lucky. Mark sounds really good here. Good song, but the lyrics, Hurt interlude. Echoey and spacey Angels and Airways like style song. They had some Boxcar Racer influence. Now they're bringing in some Angel and Airways influence, especially with Tom's vocals and everything. Loud and spacey drums, deep mesmerizing bass. But overall, it is an interlude. It just kind of sits there and it's like, yeah. Turpentine, large and big song here with the drums and hard guitars. Mid-song, there's a nice drum roll that really helps lead into the big chorus of the song and whatnot. This song has got a lot of energy. It's crazy, it's wild, and still very, like, I want to say self-titled Blink style of music, I think. Midway through the song, they switch it up and I like push in some like washed out instruments and everything. It's a very vibrant and electrifying song, I want to say. So here is a small clip of Turpentine. Turpentine, fuckface, aggressive as fuck. Them guitars are so crunchy and they sound pissed, and it just sounds fucking amazing. Other side, drums are the soul of this album. Definitely, you can tell throughout the album, but on this track you can really tell like how upfront and how unique the drums are being played here. And I think Travis really put his all in on these drum tracks. Guitars are pushed back and they're doing some simple down picking riffs and chugs. Mark's vocals again are very nice and clear, and the bass is pretty simple and everything. It's a pretty like decent song and whatnot. And the closing song here, we have Childhood. Muffled drums with like a whimsical synth in the background with some like dreamlike guitar strums. Very relatable song with the youth talk and everything. Chill song to end the album on, I think. And this might be the least Blink-182 song they put on this album. In a way, like we're trying to experiment and have fun with this one, I think. And then they have some like echoey guitars on here that are in the like back end of the song that sound pretty cool. And then it kind of plays out with like a cute 8-bit sound synth to it and everything with the drums to really like send the song off to the skies and everything. So pretty good song to end the album on, I think. Yeah, so that is my thoughts of each of the tracks here on Blink-182's new album, One More Time. And I think a lot of people are going to agree that it sounds like Blink-182 is really back in the saddle. Now, I don't think people are going to say, is it like a masterpiece or anything of what they've created? I don't think so, but time could tell. But right now, it's sitting up there with like their like big albums like Enema of the Stay and Take Off Your Pants and Jacket. Like, there's a lot of Blink energy here, and I think everyone's happy about that. They bring in a lot of new styles here that sound really good, and they bring back a lot of the nostalgia with old style Blink-182. And overall, it sounds like the album was fun. Like, they had a good time making this album, so the songs feel really organic and feel really fleshed out. And Travis being the executive producer on this album, I think was pretty impressive because he was able to make the album flow pretty well, and all the layering of the songs sound pretty good. The drums makes sense that like he's producing it. They are just like, you could hear them so prominently, and they just like drive the songs along the way for the most part. And after that, you have the bass helping that drive the songs along as well. And I think the one thing that's not being as prevalent, or it has only a few moments to shine here and there, is the guitars. They're there, and they're not bad or anything. They're simply there. They know its place in the overall scheme of the things. Tom and Mark sound good, like pretty much the entire album and everything. Travis lays down some actual vocals for like one of the very. He's done it before, but this is like real prominent vocals, like on One More Time and everything. I think yeah, it's just an overall really like good album that they've like captured here with all their energy and everything. There's not too many things to complain about and everything. The pacing was pretty good and everything, I thought. I just think maybe that some of the what would say vocal performances here and there might have been a little bit wonky, but they're so small and few in between that you don't really notice it. But overall, it's a good album. I think people new and old are going to really like this album. So with that being said, I think this album from Blink-182 is a nice 9 out of 10. Yeah. Now, thanks for coming on by. Check out the links before. Go celebrate Blink-182 because everyone is so happy they're back in full form and everything. Thank you guys for coming by. I appreciate you. I'm Matt from Diazable. Till next time. Bye.